After playing college football in the ACC and now getting ready to take your game to the NFL, what are some of the things that get you excited the most about that possibility?
Just the opportunity to compete on the next level, to continue playing football past college. A couple years ago, I would have never thought it was possible, and the past few years have really made it possible for me to compete on the next level and continue playing and play a game to hopefully make a living.
Well, Joey, you're a big guy, 6'8". What brought you to football as opposed to, say, basketball?
I was real close to playing basketball out of high school. I got a couple offers to some smaller Division I schools in North Carolina, and I was pretty close to doing it. And Scout at Maryland saw me play and said I could walk on at Maryland, and I liked being close to home, so I decided to take a chance and try playing football, and it all worked out.
And how did it work out the way it did? What made you become a tight end?
Well, I've always had some pretty good athletic ability, and once I got to Maryland, my strength trainer there, Dwight Galt, really helped me develop as an athlete, both physically and mentally, and gave me the tools I needed to play in the ACC.
So when you play tight end, of course, that position has evolved into a lot of things. It used to be just an extra offensive lineman more often than not. Now very much part of the passing game. How would you describe yourself, and what are the things you really do well?
I'd like to think I'm a pretty good possession receiver. I like, being a safety valve for a quarterback. When he looks downfield, nothing's there. Usually I'm there underneath. And like I said, I can get first downs. And I've worked a lot on my blocking over the years, and it's really come around to becoming a pretty good blocker. So I'd like to think I'm pretty well versed in the tight end position.
I would also like to think if I'm going to throw the ball like a fade into the corner of the end zone, you're the guy I want for the jump ball.
I know I can do that. We didn't do that too much at Maryland, but I'll go up and get a ball.
What are you looking forward to the most?
Just the opportunity to play for an NFL team, to meet some of the guys that have been in the NFL, to learn from them.
Joey, how do you think you can use your height and other skills to your advantage to be successful in the NFL?
Well, like I said before, I think I can do a lot in the possession receiving game. I think quarterbacks will find me as a good safety valve and easy to throw to. I catch almost everything people throw to me. I like to think, maybe not everything, but I try to. And I think I can use my height and body type to just box people out and get 10 yards a pop.
Have you talked to NFL teams yet? Have you done any of those?
I was at the Hula Bowl, and I talked to a couple different teams.
I was going to ask, what are some of the things when teams talk to you from the NFL that they're most interested in?
I think they like my height and my ability to get downfield for how big I am, and the fact that I can catch pretty well. So, but most of my height, I think that's a pretty big advantage I have. Probably going to be one of the tallest people in the draft.
Well, I'd say you're right there.
Yeah.
Certainly the tallest guy who catches footballs.
Definitely, yeah, right.
So when you think about draft day, what do you think about?
I don't even want to think about it. I've heard so many different things about where I could possibly get drafted and not get drafted. I try not to think about it, and basically just do my best at the combine and at my pro day back in Maryland, and the rest is out of my hands. So I try not to think about it because anything could happen. I've seen guys who are supposed to go top 10 go in the second round and all sorts of stuff. I'm obviously not going to be that case, but I'd like to get drafted, and there's definitely a possibility I might not get drafted. So I just, when I think about draft day, it's a little uneasy feeling, but I'll just put it in the hands of God, and He'll take care of it, hopefully.